Now, before we get into today's show, I want to thank everybody who joined my first holiday giveaway. But in case you missed it, don't worry. The holiday season is not over. We're just getting started. So go to winlarry.com right now. I have another giveaway waiting for you. This Christmas, we are proud to give you something I know many of you have been asking for. That's right. For the first time ever, we're giving away a full subscription to the Epic Times. You'll get a weekly print paper delivered to your door, plus access to all of the Epic Times digital content, including Epic TV, where you can watch my full 1-hour show without censorship. I promise this is going to be one of the best gifts you're going to ever get. Besides, what's a better way to celebrate Christmas than having a reliable source of honest news delivered right to your door? So, what are you waiting for? Just go to winlarry.com right now. I will announce 3 lucky winners live on my show on December 23rd. winlarry.com right now. That's winlarry.com right now. The CEO of Walmart says theft will lead to store closures. Walmart stores across the country are grappling with an uptick in shoplifting that causes a few options. 1, higher prices, and as mentioned, closed stores.
But the real issue here, the increase, is in organized retail theft when a large group goes into a store to take a lot of merchandise all at once and leave in a hurry. And that's happening at stores like Walmart.
And watch this.
Well, Memphis police releasing surveillance video of the shoplifting spree at the Whitehaven Walmart tonight. We told you about the 22 people who raced into the business there and started grabbing items from the store, from TV sets to car batteries to Black Panther scooters. The incident happened Sunday at the business on Elvis Presley. Police say they got away with more than $7,700 in goods and then sped away in at least 20 different cars.
And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor?
Oh, don't take my stuff. Oh, don't take it.
Wow. The Walmart CEO blames soft on crime prosecutors. Meanwhile, at Target, stolen inventory has reduced Target's gross margin by more than $400 million this year compared to last year. And Target CEO says profit losses could grow to $600 million by the end of the fiscal year. Joining me to discuss this is youth counselor and movie producer Chico Brown. Chico, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. How you been? How you doing?
I've been excellent. Chico, before we get started, I want to get your opinion about what we should do about this this looting. Tell people how you and I met.
Oh, we he was a part of, I was a part of this drug ring years ago in my early age with the CIA and government. And Larry Elder was on the show with me on the Geraldo show. And he said that, you know, I should receive a life sentence. But at the time, I was really mad at Larry. You know, I didn't understand why he was saying that. But after I went to prison every day, I thought about what he said to me, which was right. What he said to me made a lot of sense now, that I shouldn't have been involved in what I was doing, and I was selling drugs. Even if it was for the government or whatever, I shouldn't have did it. And that was my main focus. Why did he tell me that? But it made a lot of sense after I came home. And then once I came home, I called his phone, and my call went straight through. And he remembered me and, like, you know, Chico Brown. I said, yeah, this is me. And I told him I was, like, really upset that he said that, but I forgive you for everything that you said, because you really told me the truth, that I committed a crime, that I should have went to prison. I shouldn't have got the life sentence, but I went to prison. And when I came home, and I apologized to him for saying that to me, he was one of the persons that made me change my whole life, the whole outcome of my life.
Well, you weren't just upset with me, Chico. You said you were going to kill me.
Yeah, I said, yeah, that's the funny part. All this was taped. You know, I'm like, you know, when I come home, I told him, like, you know, well, I'll see you when I come home. I'm going to kill him. Then I actually went on his show, and we talked about this. And, my message to him, like, okay, when I come home, whenever I come home, I will see you. And then it's been over, you know, when I went, it's over 30 years. But right. And then we met again. This last time we met, we haven't seen each other in 20 years. And on Valentine's Day, he was in a restaurant, and I was in a restaurant. And, like, Larry, he like Chico, and I'm like, man, I'm home, and we just talked. It was, it was a great time.
And Chico, you became a youth counselor. You were involved in an organization called A Place Called Home that I supported. So Chico, talk to me about this theft, these people doing these smash and grabs, what's going on Walmart, Target. What do we do about it?
This is the strangest thing that when I read the message this morning, and you said Walmart. So I was just in Louisiana, and my little cousin is the manager at Walmart. And so he was telling me, man, we have so much stuff that's going on at Walmart. These people just coming in, just walking out. So I was like, so why y'all don't stop them? So it's a rule in that Walmart in Louisiana that they can't do anything to them as they walk out. But for me, the whole thing is like, we definitely have to create jobs for these young kids that don't have no money to, to support their neighborhood, because that's what's going to happen. If they don't have no education, no job, they're going to continue to commit them crimes. So we have to step up and try to help them in some kind of way. I understand that the theft is terrible. It is a terrible thing to do, but at the same time, I think, me having youth centers and stuff, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah. Look, there's crime in all areas. My problem is when we don't do something about it, when criminals feel they can get away with it, there's going to be more crime. Now, some of the stuff that they're stealing, Chico, Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton bags, it's not about feeding their children. It's not about stealing for goods that they need. They're stealing high-end stuff, Rolex watches and stuff.
No, you're right. I was in Neiman Marcus not too long ago, and they stole every Louis Vuitton and Chanel purse in that store in Beverly Hills. They drove a car through it and ran in and got every purse. And I was like, I was shocked, but I'm not a person like, I feel that kids need to get their education and work just like every other person.
Absolutely.
The crime stuff is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And, I can like and me, like when I came home and how I changed my life. I have not been back to prison over 27 years, but I learned the hard way of what could happen. And you're right. It's, some laws probably need to be changed to enhance some of the stuff.
And Chico, crime is about values. There was a study about an area in California in the mid-'60s, Chico. It was the area that the highest unemployment, highest number of people making under $30,000 a year, the worst housing, and that area was right outside San Francisco, called Chinatown. Yet in the entire prison system of the whole state of California, there were only 5 people of Chinese ancestry behind bars, because no matter how poor they were, they still didn't steal.
Yeah, you asked, like, for me to answer the question is like, I don't understand it. I do not understand people going in and taking stuff that's not there. Yeah. That was not my profession. I would never go in there. And they think they got license to do that. And when my little cousin said, they cannot stop the guys, the only thing they can do is ask for the receipt. And once they ask for the receipt, they just ask for the receipt. And if they'll show them the receipt, it's nothing they can do. So the only thing they can do is write down a license plate, then call the police. But as they walk out, he said they walk out with big screen TVs. Like, he said one guy had 3 big screen TVs and he said, can I see your receipt? The dude just like, man, get away from me, and just walked out the store.
What's that? The great Eldersky has in his baby brown libertarian fingers a couple of MYPILLOW slippers? Yes, I do, and they're right here. And you can't have mine, but you can get your own if you call that number right on the screen. Also, you can go to MyPillow.com and use promo code ELDER. They come in different colors. They come in different styles. What's this? Elder has a MyPillow at the ready? I most certainly do. This is the Mac Daddy of them all, the MyPillow. Am I being redundant? They come in different sizes. You've never slept on anything more comfortable. Again, call the number on your screen or go to MyPillow.com. Use promo code ELDER. What's this? The 6-pack? Towels? Hand cloths? Face cloth? Say it ain't so, Elder. It is so. 6-pack. All you have to do is call the number on your screen or MyPillow.com, promo code ELDER. Finally, what does Elder have here? He has the Giza Dream bedsheet. Mine comes in white, fitting for the black face of white supremacy. But since you're not the black face of white supremacy, you might want different colors. And they come in different colors. Also, different sizes because beds come in different sizes, so I'm told. Twin, king, queen, king. Did I say king already? California king. Call the number on your screen or go to MyPillow.com, promo code ELDER. You know, and out here in California, as you know, Chico, we got Proposition 47 that says you can steal up to $950, not just a day per store. If you get caught, you've committed a misdemeanor. And because we have cashless bail for nonviolent offenses, you have zero chances of going to prison.
Oh, that's a fact. I used to be a prevention at the store at Sears, and if it was like then it was like $550. If it was less than $550, it's a misdemeanor. You get a ticket.
Right.
And sometimes you don't even get a ticket. You just we take his clothes back and let him go. Only if it's over $550, we can call the police and they get a felony. But I'm sure it went up by now, like $950. That's probably a fact.
Well, again, Chico, we'll have to leave it there. It's all about values. My dad, I think I told you about my father. He left home when he was 13 years old. I shouldn't say left home. He was thrown out of the house by his mom. And my dad, 8th grade education. And he always told my brothers and me, hard work wins. You get out of life what you put into it. Larry, you cannot control the outcome, but you are 100% in control of the effort. Before you whine about what somebody did to you or said to you, go to the nearest mirror and ask yourself, what could I have done to change the outcome? And finally, Chico, he said, no matter how hard you work, how good you are, sooner or later, bad things are going to happen. How you deal with those bad things will tell your mother and me if we raised a man.
I remember you telling me them same words, and I was like, I was so mad at you when you was on TV with me. I was like, how could he come on here? Because, I had everybody else backing me except you. Like, he shouldn't go to prison. But you the only one told me the truth. I committed a crime. I should have went and did my time. And once I came home, I realized that everything you told me was the facts. If I committed the crime, I should have served the time. And so when I came home and we talked about that, it was like,
right.
I know right from wrong. Why did I even do that? Why did I even get involved? I should have. This is what you told me, like, wherever Chico did, if the government gave him 100 kilos, this should still be at his front door. He didn't have to touch it. I didn't have to touch it. I didn't have to. I could have just left it there.
Well, Chico, thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for the time. God bless.
All right, Brett. Appreciate it.
Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and scroll down for the description below. Get on our mailing list. Why? Well, every now and then, YouTube has an issue with some of our videos. If you want to make sure you get all of our videos, get on our mailing list. And throw a little something in the tip jar if you like the show. You can hit that donate button to make sure we still give you hard-hitting content.